Okay. Good morning to all of you. In our last class, we have been discussed two numericals regarding your relativistic mass. This one and another was this one. 10% larger than the its rest mass and find the speed of the object. In today class, we are going to discuss about relativistic kinetic energy. That means whenever the particle or a body is going to be moved with a velocity approximately velocity of light, then what will be its kinetic energy, that we are going to be discussing in this class. So first you have to write this heading, relativistic kinetic energy. Okay, here I am direct explaining from the book. In which way I am explaining, in that way you have to write down your note. Okay, so I suggest you have to write down these things whatever written in the book, and in your exam you can reduce your writing. Okay, so here the kinetic energy of a relativistic particle is called relativistic kinetic energy. So this is you have to write in your note. This sentence not required to write in the exam. So here relativistic kinetic energy of a particle is defined as work done in increasing the speed of a particle from 0 to a final value v. It is expressed as K is stands for kinetic energy will be equal to F dot dr I to F from initial to final position. Initial position to final position. So here relativistic kinetic energy of the particle is defined as the work done. And we know that the either kinetic energy or potential energy is nothing but, or any energy is nothing but dimension of work done. So here kinetic energy or relativistic kinetic energy defined as the work done in increasing the speed of a particle from 0 to a final value v. It is expressed as k equal to integration from I to f dot dr. So here F is the net force acting on the particle throughout the motion. Net force. The symbols I and F respectively refer to initial state. I stands for initial state where V is equal to 0, and final state, and F here F stands for final state where the speed is reaches to V. Okay, so for simplicity we assume that the force and the displacement along only positive x-axis direction. Only positive, our positive x-axis direction we have to consider our force direction and corresponding displacement direction. Okay, so instead of f dot dr we can write f dot dx or f dx. So instead of f dot dr we can write f dot dx. So as force is along positive x-axis direction and displacement also along the same direction, so here f dot dx is nothing but f dx cos theta, and as force and displacement along the same direction, theta is equal to 0, so we can found f dx. So f dot dr is written as f dx after dot product. So K kinetic energy will be written as K equal to initial point to final point f dx. Okay, and we know that F equal to rate of change of momentum and V equal to rate of change of displacement. So F dx will be equal to dp by dt, rate of change of momentum, here p is momentum, dp by dt, and dx will be written as v into dt equal to dt got cancel, v dp. Okay, so is equal to v d p. For p can be written as m into v because p stands for momentum. So instead of P we can write m into v. So your total derivative of mv or derivative of mv will be equal to, here v is there, and dmv, that means derivative of m v, product formula we have to use, derivative of m v plus m into derivative of v. Okay, so here v is going to be multiplied, then we can found as this term is written here mv dv and v square dm. Don't be confused. Here second term written as first, and first term after multiplication v is this one. Okay, now we found that f dx is this much. Okay, so we have to put this f dx value here. One thing I am going to be say to you, that k equal to this much. Let this is your equation number 1. Okay, let this is your equation number 2. Okay, now f dx we found this one. So now the equation number 2 will be written as k equal to initial to final. Initial velocity is 0, final velocity is v, and f dx here we found from equation number 3. Put it as equation number 3 as f dx is nothing but mv dv plus v square dm. So here in bracket you write from equation number 3. From equation number 3. Don't bother about the book's equation. Okay, in which way I am telling or explaining, you follow that one and write down your notes. Okay, since previously we know that relativistic mass and rest mass is related as m equal to gamma into m0, that we know previously, or we can say m equal to m0 by 1 minus v square by c square root over, because gamma value is nothing but 1 by 1 minus v square by c square root over. Okay, so since m equal to m0, you have to write, no need to write this one. Since m equal to m0 by 1 minus v square by c square root over, that implies take first square and multiply, cross multiplication. First we have to do the square, means this will be m square m0 square by 1 minus v square by c square, root over will be cancelled out. Okay, whenever we have to do the square, then do the cross multiplication. So here m square into this one 1 minus v square by c square is equal to m0 square. That implies it will be how much? See, this is 1 minus v square by c square, means it can be written as c square. So this is m square into 1 minus v square by c square is equal to m0 square, right? So here it can be written m square into c square minus v square by c square is equal to m0 square, right? So that implies m square into c square minus m square v square is equal to m0 square into c square. So this much have been written over here. Okay, okay, now taking differentials both the side of this equation, what we can get. So first here this is your equation number 3. Let this is your equation number 4. Okay, let this is your equation number 4. So taking differentials both the side of this equation 4, we get. So we have to differentiate this equation. Okay, what we are going to get? See, we know that c square is nothing but, or c is nothing but the speed of the light, will be always constant in all frame of reference. That is the one of the postulate of special theory of relativity. So whenever we have to do the differentiation of this one, m square c square, we can found 2m dm c square, 2m dm into c square. Okay, Now differentiate this one. Here m can be changed, here v can be changed. When v is going to be changed, m is going to be changed. Here m is relativistic mass, can be changed. So here we are going to be consider the product formula. So first m square is the first one, first term, then the derivative of v square will be 2v into dv plus v square is the second term, the derivative of m square will be plus 2m dm into v square. Okay, alternatively it is written, but you have to be follow. 2v square m dm is equal to 0. Why it is 0? Right hand side both are constant. This is the rest mass m0, this is the speed of the light. So the derivative of the right side will be equal to 0. Okay, so now here in the first term 2m is there, in the second term 2m is there, in the third term 2m is there. Take 2m common from these three terms. What we can get? 2m into this is c square dm minus 1m is gone away, gone outside the bracket. So m into dv into v into dv. Then here is the minus v square dm is equal to 0. Is equal to 0. So that implies this bracket term will be equal to 0. That means c square dm minus m dv minus v square dm is equal to 0. That implies you can write or like this, or you can write that implies, no problem. So here we found that, see, m dv minus v square dm is equal to c minus c square dm. If I am going to take c square dm to this side minus, so left hand side right hand side will be minus. So minus got cancel. We can found mv dv plus v square dm is equal to c square dm. Let this is your equation number 5. Let this equation number is 5. Now we have to substitute this equation number 5. Now substitute equation number 5 in equation number, see here we have to do another, we have to put another equation. See, this is your equation number 1, equation number 2 and equation number 3, and this is one of the equation I have to give, I forgot. So put it, this is our equation number 3a. Okay, 3a, and this is 4 and this is 5. This is 5. Here I just forgot to write down 3a. So substituting equation number 5, that means this value we have to substitute in equation number what? 3a. 3a. What we can get? 3a means this one. What we can get? K equal to 0 to, so here initially equation number 3a was how much? 3a was this much. That is your what? That is your k equal to 0 to v. 0 to v m v dv plus v square dm. This was okay. Now we have to put m v dv plus v square dm value, whatever we found, that is in your equation number 5, that is m v dv plus v square dm is nothing but equal to c square dm. So from equation number 5, if you have to put this value, then it will be integration of c square into dm. C square into dm. So c square is constant, it can go outside. So here velocity changes from 0 to v. That means mass changes from its rest mass to relativistic mass. So integration here is going to be changed. Integration limit is going to be changed from rest mass to relativistic mass. So here same thing it has been written, that whenever we have to substitute equation number 5 in equation number 3a, we can get k equal to c square integration to m0 to m dm. Here m0 is your rest mass. Here you have to write, okay, here m0 is rest mass rest mass, m is relativistic mass. These things you have to uh, write in your note. Okay, now that implies integration we have to do. So it will be c square is the constant, this will be m. If we have to put the limit, then it will be m minus m0. Simple integration, m minus m0 into c square. M minus m0 into c square. So we found k is equal to m minus m0 into c square will be nothing but gamma minus 1 m0 into c square. How it is? It is very simple. That is k, we found that m minus m0 into c square. We know that this is the relativistic mass. M is nothing but gamma into m0 minus m0 into c square. So m0 can be taken outside as a common. So it will be gamma minus 1 m0 into c square, whatever written over here. Let it is your equation number 6. Let this is your equation number 6. Okay. So this equation number 6 is our required relation for kinetic energy of a particle using the expression for gamma. Okay. Or we can obtain from this 6, if we have to put gamma value, it can be written as mc square. Here it is mc square in bracket. Instead of gamma, we can write 1 minus v square by c square root over 1 by 1 minus v square by c square root over, or it can be written as 1 minus v square by c square to the power minus 1 by 2 minus 1. Anything you can write, no problem. Okay. So now, when v is less than that of the c, when v is less than that of the c, gamma will be greater than 1. When v is less than that of the c or approximately equal to c, but or we can say the speed of the particle or the body within 0 to speed of the light, then gamma is greater than that of the 1. That we know, because gamma is always greater than that of the 1, and because gamma is nothing but 1 by 1 minus v square by c square to the root over 1 minus v square by c square, and v, always v is less than that of the c. So same thing it has been written. We know that for speed v in between 0 to c, gamma is greater than that of the 1, and kinetic energy will be equal to only m0 c square. So as gamma is greater than that of the 1, so this term will be greater than that of the 1. So 1 minus, so this term will be greater than that of the 1. So minus 1 will be a positive. So hence this kinetic energy will be greater than that of the m0 c square. So what is the m0 c square? M0 c square means rest mass kinetic energy. Okay. So rest mass kinetic energy will be how much? So here, when the particle is at rest, that means m equal to m0. So from equation number 6, you can follow that m equal to m0. M equal to m0 means this term will be 0. So kinetic energy will be equal to 0. So if the particle is at rest, then the kinetic energy will be equal to 0. Okay. So here, this is nothing but called the rest mass energy. m0 c square is called the rest mass energy, not the kinetic energy. Okay. And this k is called is nothing but increase of the speed. What we defined here, defined as the work done in increasing of speed of the particle from 0 to final value v. So this is nothing but the increasing of speed, So hence here kinetic energy is greater than that of the m0 c square. Okay. So for the particle is at rest, m equal to m0, hence m equal to m0, so that, or hence k equal to 0. For the particle moving with the small speed means here see v is less than that of the c. So v by c is less than that of the 1. So here in this case, if we have the term that is 1 minus v square by c square to the power minus 1 by 2, then this can be, for this we can use binomial theorem. So last class I have been in detail, I have been discussed about binomial theorem about a plus b to the power n. So follow that one, and if we have to follow in that way, then the binomial expansion of this one 1 minus v square by c square will be equal to here this one, this term 1 minus v square by c square to the power minus 1 by 2. Here mistakenly it is written plus 1 by 2, but you have to write minus 1 by 2. Okay, 1 minus v square by c square to the power minus 1 by 2. So hence for particle moving with small speeds, we can expand this one gamma equal to 1 minus v square by c square to the power minus 1 by 2 binomially, and insert the result in equation number, let this is your equation number 7. Insert equation number 7. Hence we get what we can get, k equal to m0 c square, binomial expansion of this one, that is 1 minus v square by c square to the power 1 by 2 will be equal to 1 plus 1 by 2 v square by c square plus 3 by 8 v square by c square to the power square plus dot 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 dot, and minus 1 is here. I have been written minus 1. Okay, so here plus 1 minus 1 got cancelled. We found m0 c square into 1 by 2 v square by c square plus 3 by 8 into v square by c square whole square plus dot 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 dot. So here v square by c square is less than that of the 1. Again v square by c square whole square will be again smaller than that of the 1, very less, can be neglected. So here the term, this one 3 by 8 v square by c square whole square and another higher terms can be neglected. So here you can find that 3 by 8 v square by c square, 3 by 8 v square by c square whole square and other higher terms can be neglected. Okay, same thing it has been written. If v square by c square less than that of the 1, we can neglect all the terms excepting the linear term in v square by c square, and k we can found these terms, only this term we have to consider, first term we have to consider, and other higher terms is going to be neglect. So k will be equal to m0 c square half v square by c square, half v square by c square, c square got cancelled, and we found half m0 v square. This is your Newtonian kinetic energy. Newtonian, this is your rest mass, and v square, half m0 v square. This is your Newtonian kinetic energy. Let this is your equation number 8. This is your equation number 8. So relativistic kinetic energy will be m0 c square into gamma minus 1, or you can write 1 minus v square by c square to the power minus 1 by 2 minus 1. And Newtonian kinetic energy, here we found when v is very less as compared with the speed of the light, then v square by c square is very less than that of the 1, and neglecting the higher order terms, we found the Newtonian kinetic energy. That is your equation number 8. Okay, we have to draw the graph here by considering the considering the results. Here we drawn the graph. Here along x-axis we consider v, along y-axis we consider k. Okay, so here k is nothing but in general m0 c square into 1 minus v square by c square to the power minus 1 by 2 minus 1. So when v equal to 0, then this will be equal to 0. Kinetic energy will be equal to 0. So kinetic energy will be equal to 0. When v increases, but very less than that of the speed of the light. So here v equal to 10 to the power 8. Okay, so here 1, 2 up to 2, it is very less than that of the speed of the light. So whenever the speed of the particle is very less than that of the speed of the light, then the value will be only half mv0 square, only half mv0 square, only half mv0 square. So when it will be approaches to the sea, when it is approaches to the sea, then it is gradually increases. It is gradually increases. Okay. So when the speed here, as the speed of the light v approaches to the speed of the light, kinetic energy, in such case kinetic energy will be infinite. How? See here, this term is nothing but, I can show you, this is your kinetic energy, no, this is your kinetic energy, how much, this is your kinetic energy, k equal to m0 c square. Here it is written 1 minus v square by c square to the power 1 minus 1 by 2. I can write in this way, 1 minus v square by c square to the power 1 by 2 minus 1. Okay. When v approaches to c, v approaches to c means this will be how much? 1. This will be 1. So k equal to m0 c square into 1 by 1 minus 1 minus 1. So here 1 minus 1 means how much? 1 minus 1 means the value is 0. Okay, so equal to m0 c square into 1 by 0. 1 by 0 means infinite minus 1, so it will be infinite. So it will be infinite. Okay. K equal to m0 c square, 1 by 1 minus 1 minus 1, m0 c square, 1 by 1 minus 1 is 0, infinite minus 1 is your infinite. So when v tends to c, then figure. So you have to here you have to pause the video and write down this much, whatever it is written. Same thing it is written, whatever I discussed, I am just reading, you just watch. This is the non-relativistic expression for the kinetic energy of a particle of mass m0 moving with the speed v. This is means this equation, equation number 8. Okay. Thus the classical expression for kinetic energy is approximation valid only at low speed. So the so-called Galilean transfer or Newtonian mechanics has been valid if we have to consider even special theory of relativity. As speed of the particle v approaches to the speed of the light c, gamma tends to infinite. In such case, k also tends to infinite, what I explained. That is, the kinetic energy of the particle becomes infinite when speed of the particle approaches to the speed of the light. So as it is impossible to supply infinite amount of energy to a particle, we conclude that for any material particle, the speed of the light is unattainable. So here one of the plot, here it is drawn, that is k versus v. So no need to write this sentence, no problem. Up to this much you have to write. Okay. So this sentence I am again explaining that as it is impossible to supply infinite amount of energy. Suppose this is a particle, I have to supply this particle infinite energy. So infinite means how much? So infinite energy will be somewhat imaginary type. It could not be possible. So as we could not provide infinite energy to this particle, so that the particle, in the reverse way we can say, as we could not give the infinite energy to a certain particle, then that particle could not attain the speed of the light. So here one of the postulate, again it is proved that the speed of the light always maximum, and all the particles of the universe is moving with less than that of the speed of the light. That means speed of the light is the speed which is highest in this universe, yet to be known by considering relativistic theory. So here, as impossible, it is impossible to supply infinite amount of energy to a particle, we conclude that for any material particle, the speed of the light is unattainable. So up to here you have to write your note. and watch the video carefully, pause the video and write down the note. In our next class we have to discuss total energy. Okay, so thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you.